What's up, my beautiful people? This is your boy Stefan, your Afro-Grenadian ambassador. I welcome you all back to my channel, my viewers, subscribers, supporters who have been liking, commenting, sharing the videos. I greatly appreciate you. Doing so have done a great deal to this channel. It is viewers and subscribers like you that builds this channel. And don't forget to continue watching all the ads that are placed on my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Well, in today's video, my friends, Niger, another Sahel alliance, have kicked out the French firm called Orano from the uranium mine. Niger is saying, we don't just want your soldiers out of the country, but we want you to leave our resources alone, leave our minerals alone. And we see that Niger has taken back what belongs to them. And so, guys, let's get into the report and we will come back and talk all about it.
In the latest, Niger Junta has taken control of a uranium mine, which is operated by a French nuclear firm called Urano. The firm says it has lost the operational control of the Sommer mine in Niger. The mine is located in Niger's northern Erlit region. The French firm Urano holds 63% stake in the mine, while the Niger government owns around 37%. Now, France managed to secure exclusive access to Niger's uranium supply through various agreements after Niger's independence in 1960. However, French operations in the country have taken a hit after a military coup in the country in 2022, led by General Abdourahmane Tiani. Now, the French firm Urano says that decisions made at Sommer's board meetings are no longer being enforced, despite its higher stake. The company is also facing a lot of financial burden, due to which it suspended production at the mine in October this year. Around half of the annual production in the region are also being blocked from exports. Now, the firm said in a statement that for months it has been warning of the interference that the group has been suffering in the governance of Sommer mine. It now plans to defend its rights while keeping the door open for an accord with the Niger government. This development comes as the military-led government of the uranium-rich Niger has increased pressure on foreign investors in the country. In June, authorities withdrew Orano's permit to exploit one of the largest uranium deposits in the world, the Uranium mine, which holds an estimated 200,000 tons of heavy metal.
So yes, my beautiful people, kudos to Niger for taking back the land and the resources. Guys, land is very important. If you do not have land, you cannot be a country. A country needs land. A country needs land to build their houses, to do all kinds of things so that they can have an economy. If you do not have land, you cannot plant your food. You cannot, land is very important. Land is wealth. And, this is what the colonizers recognized, that the land, beneath the land, there was riches. And what they did, they bribe us with all kinds of things, all kinds of things that are fictional. And they took the land, they seized the land. And so we see that Niger is reclaiming back the land. And we have to learn a lesson, people. Do not give away your land easily. Your land land is something that should be cherished. And that your generation will inherit it after you, because if you don't have land, it's like you don't have anything in this world. Land is very important. We have seen many times in history people fighting over land. Even in the Bible, we see nations, fighting over land. Because why? Land is very important. Without land, you are nothing. Without land, you are poor and wretched. And that is why we see Africa in the state that it is in today. Is because many of our leaders were bribed, many of our leaders were deceived, many of our leaders were outright greedy. Let me put it that way as well. Many of them were greedy, and they gave over, lacking wisdom giving over the land to foreigners, and the people, the continent, have plunged into chaos and poverty. And something I cannot understand about the West and Europe, if Africa is so poor, then why they fight to hold on to the land? If Africa is so poor, then leave and go back to your continent, go back to your country, go back to where you are rich. Leave Africa alone. But no, they will not leave, because they know that Africa is not the poor continent that they have portrayed to be. Yeah? And the reason why so many people are poor on the continent of Africa is because they have made it to be so. They have made it to be so. It wasn't so. It is they that are the ones that have made it to be so. And if I want to partly blame our leaders as well, our African leaders as well, are the ones who have lacked the wisdom and the discretion, and giving over the resources and the minerals for for what? Money. And the money is not even going to the people. So I want to congratulate Niger for what they are doing. Yes. And as we heard in the report, that the French firm Orano is planning to defend their rights. What right do you have? You don't have rights. What rights do you have to the continent of Africa? You obtained these land illegally. What rights do you have? And even if you went through a legitimate process in acquiring a possession of the land, you are not entitled to anything. You are in a place that is not your own. And Africa and Africans have the right to terminate the contract or agreement that they have between you. Right? It's, for example, when we come to their country, when we go to the Western country and Europe, yeah, a lot of us went through the legitimate process. We have our green card, we have permanent residence. But if these people decide that they don't want us to be citizens of the country anymore, they have all rights to terminate the green card and the residency and whatnot and send us back. Yeah, a lot of them do that. So what rights that the French firm Orano is talking about? You don't have any rights when it comes to the affairs of Africa. If certain nations, African nations, says they don't want you any longer, that's it. You don't have any rights. You have done enough damage. So we see that Niger is completely wiping out, the control of their colonial master, France. France has lost control. The empire, I can now say, my people, the empire of France have fallen. And there are many more empires to fall for Africa to rise. Because in order for Africa to rise, we have to bring down the empires of those colonial people. The imperial powers must fall. And we are seeing it happening one by one. A lot of them is fighting. They are living in they are living in a bubble, a delusional bubble, and they think, oh, we are high and mighty and our dollar is strong and this is strong and our economy is strong, there's no way we can fall. But let me tell you something, prophecy says it must happen. It must happen so that another empire can rise. So guys, let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section below. Take care until next time. God bless you.